All these cars will hit at least 150 miles per hour. And I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret. They do it cheap. 30, yes, 30 surprising fast cars that don't cost an arm and a leg. That'll go 150 and beyond. I'm Brad, this is Ideal. Like, subscribe, and let's go. Oh, come on, guys, don't let the good looks surprise you. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing with a busty 3.5-liter V6 under the hood, good for 280 horses. This thing will rip to 60 in just 6 seconds. And that sounds fan-fucking-tastic because it's going 150 miles and beyond. It is a rock-solid performer, and it handles better than a belly dancer. Search hard and you can find these VQ-powered rockets starting at around $4,500. Okay, you got choices, and who doesn't like choices? Either go full retro with an 80s C4 Corvette, or go a little bit more contemporary with the C5. Both are gonna get you way past 150, and the C4 being older, well, it's gonna be a little bit more dicey as it scoots to 60 in 4.9 seconds, while the C5, yeah, it's only a few years newer, but it drives like a car that's decades more modern. The C5 rips to 60 in under 5 as well, and tops out at over 175 mile per. And believe it or not, it's not even close to the fastest on this list. C4s you can get for under 8K, while C5s, you're looking at spending roughly around 11 and a half. And guys, of course, we've linked to all these ideal picks down below, so go check them out. Okay, bet you didn't think a neon would be on this list. And show of hands whoever thinks of the car when they hear the word now that Starfield is out. Nice one, Trav. Now, the SRT4 is an American pocket rocket ready for a very good time. It's just an affordable performance package with a sneaky little turbocharged 2.4 cylinder hiding 230 horses under the hood. Powering just the front wheels, you'll boost to 60 in less than 5.5 seconds and crush the 150 mile an hour barrier in just a few more. Snag one of these for well under 10. The E-Class, it burns gas and hauls ass. The W210 E55 AMG is the ultimate luxury super cruiser. A big ol' 5.4 liter V8 with 349 horses runs this German beast to 60 in 5.4 seconds. And guys, keep the pedal to the metal and you'll clip 160. Feel like a high-paid exec for just under 7K. And real quick, if you're enjoying this vid so far, do us a huge favor, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new, and turn on that noti bell. Yes, when the Boxster was first introduced, it was a mid-engine flat-six powered roadster that had ideal weight distribution. While it was viewed as the poor man's Porsche 911, when it was announced the S version with the 3.2 liter was gonna be in it, well, it had Porsche's top-tier sports car in its sights. Yeah, I see you. It rushes to 60 in just 5.2 seconds, and it will show you 161 miles per hour on the needle before it stops pulling. Call it a hairdresser's car all you want, but the truth is this thing sets your hair on fire. 7K will get you some speed and win in those bird's ends. Oh, baby, yes! The car that introduced to the masses what the M division at BMW was actually capable of. The E36 M3, it's pure magic, and has been touted as one of the best handling cars of all time. And while the motor was maybe a little lethargic compared to its European brethren, the 240 horses would still get you to 60 in just 6 seconds, and you'll top out at an electronically limited 155 mile per. You can still find them for under 10K. They're the ideal car on this list that will probably appreciate the most in the next couple of years. So if you're looking to buy cars and either drive them for free or make money, check out our brand new workshop down below. I'll link to it. It's called the Ideal Car Strategies, and it's completely free, so what do you have to lose? Next, the Ford Mustang with its 4.6 liter single overhead cam modular V8 has to be one of the best sounding American muscle cars ever. Mash the go pedal, avoid the crowds, and get to 60 in 5.2. And if you remove the governor, you'll be topping it out at around 160 miles per hour. Get this American icon pony for under $8,000. Okay, this muscle car, it's still hard to understand today. It's got a big ol' LS under the hood that's pure gas. Yet on the outside, the sleek design looks more like a Hertz rental car than a real killer. And that's probably why they never reached sales goals. And today they're considered the ultimate sleeper. Cause, you know, unless you know, you don't know. Wait, what? Did I just say that right? Anywho, 0 to 60 comes in less than 5, and you're cooking along with that C5 Vette, passing the Grey Poupon at 175 miles per hour. And for just over 10 grand, I don't know if I picked this or the C5. Just note down below. A super fast American sedan with this 6.1 liter Hemi V8 cranking out 425 horses? It almost doesn't sound right, does it? I mean, the amazing exhaust note that comes out of this big body Chrysler, it's amazing. And it will wax on, wax off a lot of cars. Going 0 to 60 in just 4.9 seconds and topping out at over 170 miles per hour. Cruise the streets in style, 4 doors for under 11 grand. And that's less than $3,000 per door. It's a deal. Threw in a trunk. That's a hell of a deal. A hood? Deal of the century. Sign me up. Yes, the Mustang's biggest competition, the Camaro Z28. It's a favorite for muscle car enthusiasts that want to relive the 90s. And with a 325 horsepower 5.7 liter V8, 0 to 60 is finished in just over 5. And the Mustang Fighter tops out at 160 miles per hour. Snag a Z28 for under 7. The Japanese GTO, or the 3000 GT, is an absolute favorite for 90s JDM fans. The VR4 version sports a 3-liter twin-turbo 6 that cranks out 300 horses to all 4 wheels. It was an engineering marvel at the time, blitzing 60 in 4.8 seconds and continuing to rip all the way to 160 miles per hour. Get this twin-turbo JDM icon for just 7 grand. We got another one, another executive cruiser missile, the S8 with its 4.2-liter V8. Cat-like quattro all-wheel drive catapults Audi's top-tier luxury sedan to 60 in 5.8 seconds and remove the governor, and you'll see 170 all day. Own the Autobahn for right around 12 grand. Overlooked and overpowered. The Genesis with the hot 3.8-liter V6 pumps out 333 horses, which BMW M pumped out 333 horses. Just note down below. Because this Hyundai that rhymes with Sunday goes 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds, and the good-looking sports coupe will top out at 162 miles per hour. I mean, man, if you squint, this thing looks like an FRS, but you can't beat the price of $7,600. Steal of a deal. Okay, this is definitely the Swiss Army knife of cars. It's the 4-door 3 Series, especially fitted with the ZHP performance package, which can do it all. And it's not gonna blow your doors off like some of the other cars on this list, with a 0 to 60 time of 5.9 seconds, but this honorary 4-door M car will gladly hit the governed 155 miles per hour. And here's one that I almost bought for under 10 grand. If you're looking for the classiest way to break the sound barrier, look no further than the supercharged XJR. Good for 375 horses. You'll take people to Gapplebee's with a 0 to 60 in just 5 seconds. Like a lot of cars on this list, it's governed to 155, but it has the horses to reach at least 170. Go fast for under 5. Just save a few thousand more for when things go wrong. The Focus ST isn't just a track rat. It's a 2.3-liter turbocharged 4 pumping out 252 horses, which has the grunt to get this thing to 150 and beyond. 60 comes in a tad over 6, and wow, once again, it's governed at 155. Get one of the most fun front-wheel drive experiences for just 8 grand. Probably the biggest depreciator on the list, considering that these things were over 100 grand new. These things pack a big punch with a 6-liter V12 cranking out 391 horses. It is a sight to see when it goes to 60 in just 5.5, because something this big shouldn't move that fast. And the ultimate Autobahn missile tops out at 155, but remove the governor and you're gonna hit 200 and beyond. Look, old money rich for just $8,100. In our opinion here at Ideal, this is the best 5 Series ever made. E39 540i, which did come with a manual, features a 4.4-liter V8 and 291 horses. And if there was one car on this list that needed to be straight piped, hands down this would be it. So good. This BMW goes 60 in 6.2, and again topping out at 155, but at this point, we all know these cars are capable of doing way more. But what's less is the price, with a 540i and a 6-speed manual coming in at under 10 grand. Oh baby, the OG Lexus LS400, a big player in the premium luxury market. And you get a big old V8, a ride that feels like you're floating on clouds, 0 to 60 time in a not breathtaking 7.9 seconds. Yeah, it it takes a little while to get there, sort of like my ex-girlfriend. But guess what, guys? It will top out at $155 and beyond with a little coaxing. Take home a legend for $8,100. The super slept on and in estate wagon. The Volvo V70R is an extremely capable, tunable manual sleeper. You get a turbocharged inline 5 pushing out 296 horses stock, and with the tune, it safely becomes an M3 killer, at least in a straight line. And did I mention this thing comes with a manual? Yeah, stock 60 is a little sluggish at 6.7 seconds, but you'll be breaking necks in this sweet wagon going 150 miles up top. And for only $9,600, I feel like these are only gonna go up in value. Okay, we love Z's, you love Z's, and the 300ZX is one of the most quintessential Z cars. The twin-turbo V6 with 300 horses boosts this thing to 60 in 5.5. And if you let the needle keep climbing, you'll top out at 150 on the dot. And look really, really good doing it. Ready, set, go in a 350Z for $12K. I've always been a fan of Audi S4s, and the V6 with the 4.2-liter V8 and 340 horses sounds great, revs great, and will let you go from 0 to 60 in just 5 seconds. Once again, it tops out at a German 155 miles per hour, yet this sports sedan will happily go beyond that with a simple tune and a set of very expensive timing chains. Grab this one by the rings for just $8,200. Okay, turbo and Porsche go together like bratwurst and sauerkraut, and this front-engine P-car was fast for its day. Internally known as the 951, it had a turbocharged and intercooled engine pumping out 217 horses, which, yeah, I agree, doesn't seem like a lot, but these things were light as a feather, whooshing you to 60 in just 5.6 seconds and a non-electronically limited 162 miles per hour top speed. Join the forced induction Porsche gang for $7,200. Okay, guys, this probably wasn't the Subaru you expected to see on this list, but calm down. That's the X pick. The SVX stands for Subaru Vehicle X. Super unique Subaru. And saying this thing was weird would be an understatement. Powered by a 3.3-liter flat 6, you're not setting any land speed records going to 60 in over 7 seconds. But you will see 155 miles per hour on the speedometer if there is a tailwind, so get your SVX fix for $6,100 and basically win every Cars and Coffee. Okay, this is the STI that you definitely want to catch, and this is the pocket rocket that you've all been waiting for. Yes, it is the World Rally Experimental, which I'm gonna plug our latest Why You Need here, so just check it out for just a sec. Loved what you saw? Well, link to full vid is down in the description, and definitely go check it out after this vid, because the turbocharged son of a rally car is a missile. The sound is what legends are made out of. The Turbo 4 thrusting it to 60 in 5.4 and topping out at 152. If you can keep it stock. Cure your disease for just $13,600 and you don't even have to visit your doctor. This is the high-performance sedan that put a dagger in what used to be the European-only specialty. Fast as fuck, stealthy four-door rippers. They look great, and with a 3.5-liter EcoBoost, they're fast. 365 horses, 0 to 60 in 5.5 sec, and a V-Max of 162 miles per hour. Get contemporary refinement for just $8,500. Guys, there is nothing sexier than a 500E with those monoblock wheels. Hiding under the hood is a 5-liter V8, good for 326 horsepower. And what is so cool is that Porsche actually assembled this car for Mercedes because it was so high-strung. Okay, actually it was just too wide to fit down Mercedes' own assembly line, but let's pretend the first is true. And for 0 to 60, you get a time of 6 seconds, which was Ferrari fast. And yes, it was limited to, say it with me,
155 miles per hour.
A Merc never looked so good for 13 grand. Did you know that Volkswagen stuffed a 4-liter W8 into a Passat and then gave it all-wheel drive for good measure? Yes. Yes, they did. With 270 horses, it only took a little over 6 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour. With the top speed coming in at over 150, this little Volkswagen surprised a lot of people on the Autobahn. So surprise your neighbors with a speedy V-dub for $7,200. Okay, have you ever wanted to put the ick into Buick? Well, the GS has a turbo 2-liter inline 4, good for 270 horses, that won Ward's Auto World's 10 Best Engines Award, instead of 0 to 60 mark of 6.3 seconds. On the open closed off-road, cruise up to 162 miles per hour without incident, all for around 10 grand. Swallow the fact that you're driving a Buick. So what car are you taking home if I give you my mom's credit card? Let us know down below. Also, if you enjoyed the vid, like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and check out these ideal vids up here. I'm Brad, this is Ideal. Let's go fast together and promise me one thing. Keep living the ideal lifestyle.